later.
Yeah. Every time
you gotta drive.
Every time.
What up, YouTube? It's Aaron, your personal driver, and I'm at the Tryp office. You guys want to go check it out? I'm exclusive look at the Tryp office. Look at this. Look at this. This is the executive board right there. Bam. Executive table where the Tryp dream came true. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. See you later. Kevin's here.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Dave's. we like hang out all the time.
This is like
I'm Aaron, your personal driver.
Oh wait, you were just in that live stream I just did.
Fred Waller in the house. What up, Fred? And we got Dave, the Uber slave.
Yeah, like we. Yeah.
Timothy Wong. Hey man, you don't say you want to be on camera, so I'll just give you a fist bump. Hey, here's the marketing dude.
What's up, guys?
The guy who keeps emailing you is him.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, see you guys later. Oh, is this locked? Oh.
Hey, wait, let me say bye. Hey, Dave the Uber slave. Out. Peace.
Genjoy in the house. Timothy Wong in the house. Say again?
It's gonna take 2 hours.
I know. I still gotta get home, man. I gotta drive. Uberman in the house. New Hampshire RIDESHARE in the house. What's up, guys? So I want to talk to you about the meeting I just had. Flowmaster in the house. Let me get in the car. Fernando Rodriguez in the house. Dark Road Run in the house. Dark Road Run with the super chat. No, it's not. CNT wait to join now for 3 weeks. Now people fear what is new. Is that Kevin's hair or a fake thing? That's Kevin's hair. I don't like this. Let's try this one. Is this one better? Not really. DRR throwing money around like he rich, making it rain. YouTube rain. Scam or no scam? We're gonna talk about that right now on the way home, guys. Okay, so here's the deal. It's not a scam. And long drive back to Pest. It's gonna be 2 hours to go 50 miles. Darker Run is the loaded, man. So when can we start using Tryp app? Well, they keep pushing it back. So I just sat down with the executive board. I sat down with the head of marketing, the CEO, the executive vice president, using my, yeah, exactly, super chat, exactly. And we had a long talk, and we talked about all the stuff you wanted to talk about. Insurance. We talked about compensation, panic buttons, all the stuff you want to talk about. And there's a short and a long story. So the short of the story is, the problem Uber and Lyft have right now as a business model is that in California, at least, and in some other places, their contractors are employees. Now that's a big, people fight about that all the time. And you know that I've been saying since the beginning that Uber drivers are employees, not contractors, right? And so what's the problem? The problem isn't Uber and Lyft's ideology, it's their business model. Uber used to operate where the driver took the money from the customer directly, and then at the end of the day, they would pay Uber 25% of their earnings. So the drivers were in charge of their money. But the problem is, because of upfront pricing, Uber no longer does that. What Uber does is Uber takes the money from the customer and then pays us what they deem as fair, right? So under that business model, Uber doesn't treat their contractors like contractors. They treat their contractors like employees, right? Peter in the house. So Tryp looked at that model and they're going to flip it on its head. Each driver will get their own merchant account, okay? So every passenger is going to pay you directly into your account. Tryp does not care how many trips you take or any of that stuff. They're going to just basically, when you sign up with Tryp, they're going to set up a merchant account for you. Every ride is yours. And the way they're going to make money is subscription based. Well, they're going to make money 2 ways. One, they're going to have a service fee, and 2, they're gonna charge you $200 a month. So here's the thing. part-time drivers are not going to like Tryp. And I do see a problem maybe at first, because the majority of drivers on Uber and Lyft are part-time. So it's $200 a month. So if you make $1,000 in a month, then you're going to break even as if you were driving for Uber, right? Because Uber's 20, well, it was 20%. So that means you need to do $250 of business in a week to be competitive with what Uber is going to charge you. But full-time drivers, Tryp is way better because they're only going to take $200 from you. And if you're a driver, you know that that $200 is very cheap, right? Look at how much you're getting charged. For those of you who do $2,000 worth of business in 1 week, basically what you're doing is you're getting an extra $1,000 for free, because the $200 is going to cover that first week, right? And then every subsequent week is free. Genjoy, that's the second part where I'm going to talk about it, where I'm a little worried about it. I am a little worried about that. So, the black and white will definitely make Tryp a partner and not an employee. And what I really like about this idea is drivers are now customers. They're not employees. If Tryp wants your $200, then they need to treat you well. Uber doesn't treat you well. Lyft doesn't treat you well. You're a dime a dozen to Uber. So that you have no loyalty. Uber treats you like an employee, and a lot of times worse than an employee. But Tryp is going to have to help you because they want your $200 a month. So I like that. Now, here is what I see to be a major problem. Tryp is using the Juno business model. For those of you who don't know what Juno is, it was an East Coast startup Uber competitor. And they only use drivers to refer them to Juno. In fact, it was so successful that Uber was kicking drivers off the platform who were referring people to Juno, right? So they looked at that model, and there's no money in marketing. It doesn't cost any money for drivers to talk their customers into driving on the platform. Quinn in the house! Right. So, what they're going to do is, if you refer a customer, it's nothing right now. They haven't, you guys, this is way early. People are getting way too excited way early. They haven't launched yet, okay? They don't have an app. They don't have any markets. They just got cleared in Arizona and Ohio, which is funny because I'm going there. They haven't gotten cleared in California yet. They have to get cleared in all these countries before they can launch. They don't have an app yet. The app will be ready for beta testing next week or the week after that, okay? They wouldn't have even launched their website. The CEO got Prophet Dave in the meeting. He's like, Dave, you're the reason we had to release our website early. Because he saw the Dave, the Uber Slave video where he said Lyft is a fake company. And because of that, they released the website early. So the company isn't ready to launch yet, guys. In fact, most of the marketing materials are people who are trying to get into that referral business beforehand. They are not Tryp authorized marketers. They're just marketing to get the word out because they're going to try to make that early marketing money. But here's why Tryp thinks that they can get customers base. The service fee is a flat fee to customers. So, oh, I haven't heard of this. First time hearing. Yeah. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know or aren't drivers, every transaction that you have with a customer, Uber takes between $1.50 and $3 for UberEATS. Now, Uber Black and Uber Select, sometimes they take up to $6 or $7. I mean, the service fees can be a lot. They're going to have one flat fee of $1.90. And for every person you sign up as a driver, you get 40 cents of that $1.90 from the rider for a lifetime. So what that means is, if you sign up a rider, you get a portion of their service fee for the lifetime that they use Tryp. And because of that pay model, Tryp thinks they're going to get you as a driver to talk your customer into it. So it doesn't sound like a lot of money, 40 cents, okay? But if you're a serious rideshare driver and you can get your customers to flip from Uber or Lyft to Tryp, every single ride they book with Tryp, you will make 40 cents. So there are some people like who do, you know, like Rideshare Revolution, for example, who will do between 100 and 200 rides a week. So Rideshare Revolution, if he can flip some people in Chicago, will make serious money on the referrals. And to get the money, you need to do a minimum of 20 rides a month. So that's how they're going to make sure that you're a driver. You're not, some idiot isn't just going to make a referral business. So that does two things. One, if you are a driver, you don't care if it's an Uber customer or a Lyft customer. You just want the business, right? Well, now it gives incentive for you as a driver to talk somebody out of Uber or Lyft and into Tryp. Because every time they book, you're getting 40 cents of that service fee. So really, honestly, Tryp only makes money two ways. One, your $200 a month commission, and two, the service fee, which is $1.50 to them and 40 cents to you as a driver. So with that model in mind, there's a chance that this will work. But I will caution you, there's a chance that this will be a miserable failure because they're not going to put the money into marketing. So if you sign up for Tryp, you're paying $200 a month and there are no customers, well, you're paying $200 a month for nothing. And that's what I'm worried about. Are there enough customers to make it a legitimate business for you to pay $200 a month? A lot of people who have Lyft in their market, and Lyft is new, the number one thing they complain about is that there's not enough business on Lyft to bother with it. And if that happens with Tryp, I don't know. That being said, yeah, I was about to say, I hope that it's a big marketing buzz. It sounds like a pump and dump. It could be. It could be. We will know if this is a scam or not within the first 2 months it launches. Because if there's no infrastructure to support drivers, it's a pump and dump. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. But if they're serious, we'll know in 2 months. So the question is, do you want to jump in early and take the risk, or do you want to wait 2 months to sign up? And that's on you. I don't know. I get about 80-20 spread between Uber and Lyft. Right. But here's the thing. In big cities, Los Angeles, Seattle, Chicago, New York, maybe not New York, because New York's crazy right now, but San Francisco, those markets, this is going to work. Because everyone's tech savvy in San Francisco. Everyone has every app on earth. And I guarantee you, everybody who has Uber or Lyft in San Francisco is going to have Tryp, and they're just going to pick whoever's the cheapest. So in major cities, I'm not worried. If you live in a big city, this is going to work. I'm really worried for like Jacksonville, Florida, you know, Redding, California, Portland, Oregon, you know, like Denver, Colorado, cities like that, because there's not as many tech people there that use Uber and Lyft on the daily. So, I mean, like, you know, the biggest complaint is that there's not enough Lyft business. Uber has everything. So if you're in a smaller market, I would be legit worried about it if you're not in a big city like that. But if you're in San Francisco, Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles, I mean, this is going to work. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. So remember, guys, Uber and Lyft lose money every quarter because their business model's bad. Chocolate Slayer in the house. So, how do you compete with Uber when they're losing money on their rides. It will work here in Atlanta. I will be a test. Fred, exactly. I hope so. What was I going to say? Oh, the business model. Okay. But Uber and Lyft. So, wait, it's tight. Robert in the house. It is a legit company. Well, it sounds as legit as a company can be. Here's the thing, guys. They don't even have an app yet. You can't sign up. Yeah, okay. I want to sign up and be a beta driver. There is no app yet. This is literally, they just started the company. They had an idea a year or two ago. They've been getting a team together. They've been getting startup money. They haven't released the app. They're not ready to go live. Literally, we got to the companies before it was ready to release any press. I met a gentleman that is part of the organization. They just only started the website. Yeah. Minneapolis? Guys, they have a website. You can go to a website. They have the business plan of every city they're going to release in. So, go look on their website to see if your city is on the list of where they're going to open. But guys, I mean, they are probably a month or 2 months away from legitimately launching. Because once they have the app in 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to beta test it first. They're calling it a soft release or a soft opening or whatever. All that means is that they're going to beta test it probably in places like Phoenix and Las Vegas, where they're big cities but a small market. Yeah, and so when I know more, I'll let you know. But you guys are way too excited, way too fast. It's not a company yet. It's just an idea. It's like a CEO, a VP, a marketing guy that have an idea right now. They have an idea and they're still trying to build the idea. The problem is the internet is so instant and so fast that their idea got into the social network before they were ready. We in the Uber world put the cart before the horse. Well, okay, first off, don't get too excited yet. Get excited if there's ever an app. This would not be the first startup company to have an idea and then completely fail. Okay? And I don't want you guys to pay $200 a month and then blame me because it doesn't work. So I'm only going to tell you the information I know. Oh my God. Here's the thing, guys. If you're a full-time driver, here are 3 things that they're going to fix. Okay? 1, you only pay $200 a month. That's it. All money after that $200 is yours in your pocket. In fact, they don't charge it until the 30th. So you have between the 1st and the 30th to make all the money you want to in the entire world. And then on the 30th, you have to make a $200 payment to them. So if you're a full-time driver, that's basically 3 weeks of work for free that Uber gives you right now, because Uber's charging you at a minimum 25% every ride. So if you make $1,000 a week, you're paying $250 to Uber a week. Now, so apples to apples, you basically get 3 weeks of no fees compared to Uber. That's the first thing. The second thing is, but they might start like with asking $200 and they might get greedy like Uber did and change their policy. Yeah, okay. Well, here's the thing. There's no commitment, meaning you don't sign a contract. You can quit anytime you want to. So if you try it and they up the fee, you can just quit, and then they don't charge you anymore. It's month to month, and there's no, it's not like a cell phone or a cable bill. So if you try it for a month and you hate it, you can just stop and you don't have to pay anymore. The second thing that you'll like, they just purchased in Las Vegas a call center. Every transaction with Lyft as a driver or a customer will be with a human being in the United States who speaks English And there will be no computer bots. Now, that comes with a price. Because of that, they're not going to have any in-person green light hubs like Uber has. So right now for Uber, if you want to sign up or you have a problem, you can go to the green hub and the green hub will fix your problem, right? Tryp is not getting a green hub in every city. They're going to have an in-person call center. However, if you're a driver, you know if you have a problem, you email Uber, you just get an automatic response. Terry Tips in the house. Thank you for the tips there. So what that means is if you have a problem, you call and talk to a person. Okay? You don't get the same email response from a computer like Uber and Lyft. But that costs money. And so because of that, they're not doing green hubs. However, if you want to, you can start your own green hub center yourself and sign people up and make money on referrals. What's up, Terry Tips? Hey, check out Tryp, man. I think it's going to work out for full-time drivers. Part-time drivers are not going to like Tryp, Terry. If you're a part-time driver, you'll get fucked with Tryp. I'm just letting you know that right now. But a full-time driver, I think is going to make good money with Tryp. Yes, I did. I did have the meeting with them. That's what I'm talking to you about right now. Anyway, the second thing a full-time driver will like is that you'll have top speed in the house. Hey, I'm doing pretty good, my friend. I'm just in LA traffic right now, stop and go as normal, going north. So that's good. And the third thing you will like as a driver is they're gonna have a panic button built into the app on day one. So the question for Uberman is, okay, so here's the policy with driver. Patrick's in the house, Dirt's in the house. If somebody reports you to Tryp, they will automatically refund the customer's money without question, and they will email you with a number to call in and respond to what happened. And there will be no automatic firings like there with Uber and Lyft unless there's sufficient evidence. Now, we tried to get them to lock them down on what sufficient evidence is, and we couldn't get them to commit to something. But this is what the CEO said. Because talking to an actual person, it's not a computer, you will have a chance to tell your side of the story to an actual person. Frank in the house. So remember that. So right now, if they kick you off the platform, you can't talk to anybody. That's it, you're done. You're done, son. There's nothing more you can do. But because of that, you'll do that. Some guy the other night tried reporting me as an under the influence. I had to shut, yeah. And if you have a dash cam, send it. Whoa, hey, thank you, John. What's up with the insurance stuff? Okay. This is another thing I don't like very much. The insurance, it's the same insurance as Uber and Lyft. And they don't even know what the deductible is going to be yet. So you're going to have to get your own rideshare insurance to supplement it. And that's what they said is we're just going to do the same. Our insurance company is basically the same thing as Uber and Lyft, so it's not very good insurance. You will, when there's a customer in the car, you will be covered, that sort of thing. But if you want to know more about insurance, watch my top 5 insurance companies video. So it's good and bad. I mean, the good thing is, if you're a rideshare driver full time, you already have rideshare insurance to fill in the gaps. So it's not going to cost you any more than it is already. But I would like to have a company that covered you from the time you turn the app on to the time you turn it off. But I guess that's a wish list that'll never happen. So it's the same thing as Uber and Lyft, and I don't know the deductible yet. They haven't come up with that. Remember, this isn't a company yet. This is an idea for a company, and the details are murky. So, whatever. If you have, I pay $90 a year for rideshare insurance. Yeah, it's different in every state. It's just not, I mean, here's the thing, this is what I told them. If you had insurance, if you had like legit insurance through there, every driver would just drive for Tryp. Now, this is the third reason full-time drivers will like driving for Tryp. No underage customers unless you as a driver are fingerprinted to be on the system. And maybe possibly they'll charge more for that ride. So for those of you who don't know, it depends state to state. But here in California, all the time we get calls from high school kids who are under 18 that our insurance don't cover. Because for your insurance to cover someone under the age of 18 in California, you have to be fingerprinted like a taxi. There's one company who does rideshare in California that takes minors legally with fingerprinted people. That's Hop, Skip, Jump. Go check them out if you're in the Bay Area if you want to. All they do is transport minors because no one else can do it. So if you get fingerprinted and you send that information into Tryp, am I back? Are we back? Can you guys see me? Am I on? Am I on? Oh God, hopefully I'm live still. Looks like I'm good. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat if someone can hear me, or a 1? Can I get a 1 if you can hear me? Can I get a 1 if you can hear me? You're live. Okay, good. Good. Sorry guys, I'm driving, so the internet's in and out. Thanks guys, Hey, what's up? White Duck in the house. So guys, let me just say I have 2 opinions about the company. 1, it's the best company for drivers and you guys are gonna make a shit ton of money if they can get customers. And 2, if they can't get customers, this is the biggest fucking scam anyone's ever run in the history of the world. Because what I'm about to tell you does sound shady as fuck. If you want to, you can sign on as, it's that Key can get the customers right. Exactly. Because there's a chance that they just want to collect $200 from as many people as they can for as long as they can, and they're not going to support drivers and they're not going to be customers, and you're going to be paying $200 and not getting anything. Like, there's a legit chance that can happen. But if they're a legit company, and we will know very soon, you can make money. But here's what worries me. Well, it makes sense. I'll put it to you this way. It makes sense why they're doing this. Let's say you start a company and you want people to refer you to the company. Yes, okay, dirt. So Tryp, the business model is they don't take 25% of your fare. They don't do it. It's a flat fee, $200. Customer acquisition is always the hardest thing for any new business. They're skeptical on how they plan on getting customers. Okay, so I'll address both of those things. So first, let me go to the business model for the guy who just jumped in. Uber takes 25% or more from your trips, right? So you do $1,000 in 1 week, you pay Uber $250. With Tryp, you keep everything after $200. So you pay $200, and then every single cent you make is your pocket. So it's shitty for part-time drivers. Part-time drivers will hate Tryp. You won't make any money in Tryp if you're a part-time driver. Full-time drivers are gonna love it because basically it's like 3 free weeks. It's like Uber only charges you 25% for 1 week, and then 3 weeks after that are completely free. That's basically what it is. $200 a month, right? But anyway, so if you don't have capital to pay referral bonuses, how do you do it? That's the question Tryp had to ask. They're not like Lyft or Uber. They're not sitting on a mountain of cash. You know, when Uber first started, you could get $2,000 to refer somebody, right? So how do you incentivize drivers to drive for you or to refer people to you if you don't have money to pay out incentives? To fix this problem, Tryp has done 2 things. The first thing they did is their service fee, which is $1.90, they take 50 cents of that and they give 40 cents to the driver that referred that customer. So and it's for the lifetime of the customer. So they are splitting the service fee with you, which is more than Uber does. Uber takes 100% of the service fee. You don't get anything of that. Lyft says if you refer a driver, we'll split the service fee for signing up with them. That's how you get. That's how you get riders. How to get drivers. This is where it's a little bit fishy. It sounds a lot like a multi-level marketing, a network marketing, a pyramid scheme for referring drivers. So, for those details, just go to the marketing material they have on the website. It'll explain it. But it's basically, it sounds a lot like a multi-level marketing side for referring drivers, because they don't have capital to pay you for bonus. So what they say is, if you refer 3 drivers, you don't have to pay your $200 a month. Yes, every time a customer uses your referral code, you get 40 cents of the service fee they pay to Tryp. So if you look at your receipt for Uber, off the top, Uber takes like $2.50, and they charge the customers 250 cents, and that service fee goes into Uber's pocket. And then on top of that, Uber takes 25% at a minimum or more from each trip. If you refer a passenger, you get 40 cents of the service fee that they charge for every ride. So imagine next time you look at your receipt, if the $2 that Uber's charging the customer, you got 40 cents of that money, how much more money you'd make? Yes, that's true. You'd have to pay taxes on that. So, but the reason Tryp is doing that is if you get no riders in a month and we still pay the $200. Exactly. Well, that's the leap of faith you have to take. Either this is going to totally screw you over and it's going to rip you off, or you're going to make more money. And that's the gamble. I can't tell you guys if it's going to work or not. I don't know. They don't even have an app yet, guys. They don't have an app. So how can you ask me to tell you for sure if it's a scam or not? I can't do that. Are they going to try to make... I think that Uber will eventually legally have to do W-2. So... Well, like I said, if no passengers exist, they will be done in the first month. Yeah. But... So... I understand why Lyft is doing the referral program the way they're doing it, because they don't have money to pay you for referrals. They can't pay you $500 a head. So they have like a workaround. We'll have to do a preview plan at $20 per month for 20 rides. Well, per mile went down to 68 in the Bay Area. It's a goddamn shame is what that is. Oh guys, here's the other thing. There's no surge. So people either like that or hate that. But what that means is, I think customers will use Tryp a lot more because there's never surge. If Tryp don't work, your ass on the line. Yeah, that's crazy. But here's the thing, guys. Remember, the rates might not be very good right now, but you'll be putting more of that money in your pocket because you're only paying $200. Well, there's no surge anymore with Uber either. But what I'm saying, when the bar closes and you're a customer and you go on your app, you look at Lyft. All right, Lyft it's $20 to go home with Lyft. You look at Uber, oh, it's $30 to go home with Lyft. You look at Tryp, oh, it's only $10. It also incentivizes you to do as much volume as you can. Well, they said essentially, we're just going to copy Uber. I mean, they didn't say that straight out. They danced around that because we were trying to get them to lock down on a price. But they're just going to copy Uber. So that, I mean, that's what they're going to do. So anyway, guys, I got to get home. If they can match or beat Uber's price, I think they have a chance. Yes. Well, I don't know how true this is, so it may or may not be true. But what the CEO said is, there's only 2 companies really nationwide who are competing for market share. So if it's easy for a 3rd company to slide in there if they do it right. I don't know. We'll see. So I am tentatively very excited for full-time drive. I cannot explain this to you enough. If you are a full-time driver, you want to push Tryp on your customers. If you're just doing it on the weekends, I don't think you're gonna even bother. Yeah, exactly. If you're making $1,000 a week, it'll save you $600 a month. And they have a tiered system. Okay, so like, you know, Uber just started this, but Lyft has had this for a while. It's the tier system where if you do so many rides a month, I'll have to look at it. I'm driving, I can't look at it exactly right now. But yeah, just Google Tryp and it'll come up. It'll be quite obvious there. But only like 2K a month when, yeah. Well, if you do 2K a month, that's still only 10%. TrypRides.com is the website. Thank you. So if you only do $2,000 a month, $200 is still only 10%. So think about that. If you drive with Uber full-time, $500 a week, $2,000 a month, you're paying Uber $400 to do $2,000 in business. With Tryp, you'll pay $200 for $2,000 worth of work or any additional money. Excuse me. Now, so if you have, there's like silver, gold, and platinum on Lyft, and same with Uber. And at every level you get incentives. Like one incentive is, you know, cheaper gas. Hey, what about long distance pickups? We have to pay for that. Yes. Part-time drivers can reach that easy. Maybe. It depends on your market, bro. You can't talk for everybody. I know markets where part-time drivers make $150 on a weekend. That's the reality of it. If you're in Florida, you ain't making $500 a week working Friday and Saturday. That's just a fact. So maybe in your market you can make that, but not every driver can make that. So anyway, with Lyft you have silver, gold, and platinum. And the way you reach those levels is based on the volume of rides that you do. So, they have a similar system to that, and I'm not going to go into details because I don't really understand it yet, but it is on the website. And if you qualify for all of the shit that they want you to do, after 18 months, so a year and a half, you will start getting paid for referrals in stock. Said, geez, I made $300 on Thursday night here, but there's in pool and where. Yeah, well, it depends on your market, man. I can't tell you if you're going to make $500 a week, a minimum. I don't know. This is your market. I would make that here in San Francisco, but... and so that scares me. Compensating you for referring drivers in stock does worry me a little bit because of what happened to Juno. Juno gave money to their, or gave stock to their drivers too, right? Well, then what happened? Juno got bought out by somebody else and the stock was worthless. Still pass. RIDESHARE, I'm pretty stoked about it, I'll be honest. So, in my personal opinion, I'd much rather refer a driver and then just get paid a referral bonus and not have to worry about getting compensated in stock. I don't even know if the company's worth anything. I mean, that being said, if you got compensated in Uber stock, you would have money now. But I don't know, man. That's kind of shitty. But that makes sense because what else do they have to pay you? They don't have cash to pay a referral bonus. They got to pay you in something, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, guys, hold on real quick. I got to pull over here. So this isn't a scam now. Rideshare driver in the house? No. Well, right now, rideshare, it's nothing. Like, they're literally a company that's brand new and they don't have a product. So they're nothing now. You can't get scammed from something that doesn't exist. You can't purchase anything right now. You can't buy a ride. You can't sign up to be a driver. You can't do any of that shit. It doesn't exist yet. Dustin, you screwed, brother. Riders that don't like the struggles love Uber. Yeah. Look. Whoa, why is the camera like that? Is that better? I'm going to hold my final verdict until the actual fucking app is out. Once there's an app, I want to see if the app works. I'm going to turn the app on and see if I can get a goddamn customer. Yeah, well, a good business advertises their product, not pawn it off on YouTubers. Well, I mean, Juno worked great. I mean, Juno worked, and they did the same thing. And so we'll see. Also, maybe they'll change their mind and do advertising. Yeah. Here's the thing. I think for sure it's going to make money in Las Vegas, Phoenix, and Los Angeles when they open up. Yes, I agree. Drivers, here's the thing. Every Uber driver is a Lyft driver in San Francisco and LA. Every Lyft driver is an Uber driver. And they don't give a shit. So when customers say, which you like better, you go, they're the same, really. But if you have a financial incentive, they'll say, use Tryp. That's just the way people are, man. But anyway, I got to go. Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna. Am I still live? Did I ruin the stream? Doesn't sound like they're gonna be autonomous anytime soon. Well, I am worried about autonomous driving. Oh, it's buffering. Oh, sorry. I missed the 605 because I was talking to you guys instead of driving correctly. So I just needed to know how to get back to the 605 to head north. I mean, I'm going snail's pace because it's just stop and go traffic, but still I missed the turn. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know anything about this company more than you guys do now. I sat down with the CEO and I asked him questions. And oh, and the other thing is they're not doing blockchain. That was an idea that they had because the CEO is also a supply blockchain guy. But he's like, fuck that, we're not doing that. It's too hard. So I said, okay. The logistics are too hard. So that's good and bad. I was hoping it was going to be a blockchain, but it's not yet. Anyway, what other questions do you guys have that I haven't already answered? Do you guys have any additional questions? Honestly, if the app comes out and the app is good, I think that you would be crazy not to sign up for this as your full-time driver. I mean, whatever, call me a shell or whatever. I have gotten paid $0, no compensation. I don't have a referral code. I don't have dick. But I will say this, guys, if it is a scam, and it might be, the best time to get in a pyramid scheme is at the beginning. Right? Everyone who does it at first makes money. It's like a year or two later when people start losing money. Who else was at the meeting? So, a Ride with Peterson, RWP was there, Dave the Uber slave was there, and Kevin the Apportuneur were there. So they will end up signing up for them if they ever go live. I'm going to, yes. The reason I'm going to, guys, if it's a fucking scam, I'm gonna know it's a scam if I sign up for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that for you guys. They don't have an app. They're paying people fucking right now to develop the app. They don't have an app. It's a brand new company that doesn't have anything. They just finished the website, and they weren't even gonna launch the website except Dave fucking sent smoke up their asses saying it was a bullshit company. So they had to release the website to show that they're working on it. think about this as a startup company that's just having their initial business meetings. White duck in the house. Do they have any real sign or felt pen on a piece of masking tape? It felt real. Like, guys, here's the thing. Like, when they sat down, that doesn't produce much confidence. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, here's the thing. This is why I like them as a company so far without seeing anything. They didn't pitch us anything. We went there and there wasn't a presentation. There wasn't like a bam, 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 we're going to change your life. Bah, 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 bah. It was just the VP, the CEO, and the marketing guy. And they said, we know that you guys have been doing videos on us. What questions do you have that we can answer so that there's no questions? And then it was just a conversation, you know, and they let us do follow-up questions, and they weren't selling us anything. And that to me shows that they're a legit thing. Because when you go into like a network marketing thing, like signing up for Mary Kay or some shit like, or Amtrak or anything like that, it's a presentation where it's like a pre-scripted thing where you say, you're going to make $2 million this year. Look at my house. Look at my Ferrari. You could be a millionaire. And that's not what this was. They just straight said, here's an idea, and we're going to see if it works. They need to stop saying that they have a start when it keeps going to put these... Okay, no. Here's the thing, guys. The announcements that you're seeing are all made up by YouTubers or Facebookers who are trying to get referral bonuses. So they want to hype it up before it's released. They're not doing any Facebook groups or any of that stuff. The bots are all third party. And that's why they sat down with us, is because they're like, holy shit, all these people are pretending to be us and they're not. We need to talk to somebody for real. Now that might be a lie, but that's what they said. And so take that with a grain of salt, so they might be lying. But those videos and stuff out there, they haven't made it. The more the merrier. See whose rates are the top that benefit us. Yeah. Pug Dad in the house. Did they say when the next meeting for ideas and suggestions will be? If so, we should all send you questions. Yes. Well, yes and no. So first off, this is not a California company. This is a Las Vegas company. The CEO lives in Las Vegas. His other company is in Las Vegas. And they're launching first in Las Vegas. But because California is the biggest market, they came out here to talk to us. Yeah, well, they're not messaging you. Those are third-party people, because remember, when Uber and Lyft first started, people made like 100 grand a year on just referrals. So those people are already trying to get people hyped about Tryp so they can make money in referrals. Pug Dad, we'll contact him then. I'm sure it was a lie. It might be. I'm not, look, I'm not shilling for them. I'm not getting paid for them. I'm telling you what happened today in the meeting I had with the CEO and stuff. I'm just telling you my experiences, guys. So it might be. But the marketing guy was like really pissed because he's like, all we can do is write him letters to stop. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, it's pretty successful in Austin. There are like 7 or 8 different companies in Austin. I don't buy that it's the third-party people. Hey, I hear you. I feel you. I see you. Austin is different, I guess. And then, you know, Doc Rock's in the house. The official launch will be early January. Maybe. It's maybe. Yeah, okay. Well, here's the thing. The marketing guy said he will pick a date and do a Google chat with me when I move to Ohio. Do you guys remember when I sat down? They can't spell Nevada or Wyoming. Okay. Robert May's in the house. So let's deal with this new company. Sorry I'm late. I'll talk about it in a second. So, he liked the video I did with Jen from REFERRAL. If you guys remember, I did that. I sat down with Jen on Google Chats, and drivers who had questions asked Jen directly on the channel the question, and Jen answered the question. The marketing director wants to do that with me, but I'm moving, guys. I'm moving to Ohio, so I don't have my computer. So when I get to Ohio and I set up my computer and that kind of stuff, I'm going to sit down with him and we're going to do a live chat with subscribers. So in January, during the chat to him. So that's the answer to that. What was the other question? Oh, you want to know what it is? Okay, right? Robert. Here is the model of Tryp. It's a subscription-based company. So they will not take 20% of your fee. Every ride is 100% your money after the service fee. So every ride they pay $1.90, a service fee like Uber or Lyft does. After the service fee, 100% of the money is yours. They never take any money from rides, but you pay them $200 a month to use their service. So the idea is, if you're a part-time driver, this is a shitty company and you should not work for them because you're going to lose money. If you're a full-time driver, you'll make more money with Tryp than you will with Uber or Lyft because they're charging you more than $200 a month in service in fees. So it's going to depend on how much you drive and what market you're in. If you're in New Mexico like Frank, I don't know if Frank El Franco is going to sign up for Tryp. He gets like one ride every 2 hours on Uber. I don't think there's business to justify $200 a month. If you're in LA, San Francisco, Seattle, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, you should definitely sign up because you will be you'll make more money with Tryp than you will with Uber or Lyft. So there's that. Frank doesn't get any rides on Uber or Lyft. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. And guys, I'm being honest. I asked the CEO if they could change the model to 25% with a cap of 200. That way part-time drivers would still want to work with them. Until I see advertisement, I'm not a believer. Okay, man. Hey, that's good. Bro, set me up with the marketing guy and CEO. If they are serious, they will contact me. I have the experience. Okay, auto auction slash Uberman. I'll do that. Slash Lyftman. I'll do that for you. Okay? And then you can... Terry Tips in the house. I can't do that now. I'm fucking driving in my car. I'm in goddamn stop and go traffic in LA, not going anywhere anytime soon. But I will do that. Terry Tips in the house still. Good to see you. Okay, man. Yes, but he said no. Because here's the thing. What he said was, I don't want... AZ Tips in the house, what's up? What he said was, I don't want part-time drivers. I want full-time professional drivers. So maybe he's stubborn and maybe he'll change it later. I don't know. But right now, he's like, I only want full-time drivers. Oh, I forgot. Guys, I forgot about this. I'm so sorry. Customers, should I sign up for this thing? Yes, Terry, you should. It's good for full-time drivers. Terry, it's only $200 a month. And that's it. And then every cent after $200, it's they don't take any out. So for you, it makes sense, Terry, if you're working full-time, because you're going to pay more than $200 to Uber Lyft. Save your profile in their app and specifically request you so that you can get repeat business over and over again. In their app, they can save their favorite drivers and request you personally. So it's not like Uber and Lyft it's random like that. You can build a customer base. I forgot to tell you guys that. I generally interested in their plan. No, I'm telling you, when I get out of the car, I'll email them right away. I still think I have your email. If not, hey, 1apowell1@gmail.com. Randy, why don't you send me an email just so I have your email? I think I still have it, but just in case I don't, can you send it to me? I will, man. I will. I'm gonna tell him to talk to you and Cecily. Drive Girl Drive. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell him Terry Tips is the gatekeeper to Atlanta. But remember, Terry, they're just starting. They don't even have an app yet. So they're not launching in Atlanta right away. They're not launching in Atlanta right away. They're launching in Las Vegas, Phoenix, I think they said Ohio and Seattle first for beta. And then once they get the kinks out, they're going to move to other markets. So, Terry, you might have to wait longer in Atlanta because they don't have a fucking app. They're a brand new company with no app. They got to get the app first. But I'm sure once they go to Atlanta, they'll want to talk to you. Anyway, now I feel you, AZ driver. I hear you. Well, in my heart, I hope this is legit and a real company, and I hope that it succeeds, because Uber and Lyft fucking hate their drivers. They treat drivers like shit, because drivers are worse than employees. They're employees that have no protection. And if this is true, this will be the first driver-centric company, because you're paying them $200 a month and it's not contract, which means you can quit anytime. You are a customer, so they're incentivized to treat you like a customer and not like a piece of shit. Because if they treat you like a piece of shit, you just quit and you don't pay them $200. So if this is legit and if this works, it might finally make driving for rideshare fun again. But I don't want to go there yet. I don't want to go there, guys, because I want to see the product. I want to see it work. They promised me if I have a problem, I can call and talk to a real person on the phone. So guess what I'm going to do when it launches? I'm going to pick up my fucking phone, and I'm going to call somebody. And some motherfucker in Las Vegas better pick up, because that's what they promised. And if it's not, I'll tell you. I'll be like, this is bullshit. But I hope this is legit. This is a game changer if it's fucking real. If it's real, I can't even tell you if it's real or not. Are you going to lose your voice? Yeah, I'm going to lose my voice. I got to scream. I'm on the freeway. Let's make rideshare great again. MRGA. Murga. Only making a website after Doom shut them down is a bad sign. No, they didn't make the website. They released the website. Look, rideshare, I get you. First off, you're from Chicago, so fuck you. You East Coast assholes are always fucking afraid of everything. You in Boston, Chicago and Bostonians are always fucking, they don't believe the wall that they're looking at is real. Everything's fake and a scam. So calm down there, rideshare revolution. But two, yeah, you're right. And if they were, here's the thing. If they were signing up drivers and charging $200 a month, Midwest of what? Nebraska's central. Are you east of central? Then you're East Coast. The country's bigger than it was in 1714, dude. Past Ohio River is not west anymore. Central U.S. is Nebraska. You got west and east of Nebraska. You're east of Nebraska. And you're north as fuck, too. You're northeast. If they were signing up drivers and those drivers were getting charged $200, I would say, fuck that, this shit is a scam. But you can't even get a referral code. You can't get a referral code now. The other Uberman is fake. It's so funny. Randy, I used to be on your live streams talking shit with all the other people, and now you're on my live stream talking shit with other people. It's great. It's great how the world turns. I thought it was hyper. Oh my God. Well, I was just sitting down for 2 hours talking business with people, so I'm kind of pumped. Super Uberman. So anyway, I basically have the same opinion that this could be a scam 100%. We'll see. But I am much more confident now that I sat down and talked to him. The reason it sounds shady is because it's a brand new company that hasn't started yet. Bunny in the house! But, okay, so when I get home, I'm going to email Randy and then talk to him. I'm going to email Terry Tips and get him going. And then I'm going to talk to Cecily from Drive Girl Drive. Those are the 3 things I got to do. And if you're... Oh, goddamn, I hate my fucking camera does that. Stop it. There you go. Focus on me, you stupid camera. There you go. So what's up, guys? What else you got for me? Any more questions? What up, partner? West Coast Kicks in the house. Gio made $2,000 a week. He's okay with what he's doing. Okay. Well, Gio, what if you got 40 cents of every service fee from Uber? I'm just saying, man. It would be shit if you quit getting rides after they get you $200. Yes. What kind of marketing do they plan on doing? Nothing yet. Rideshare Revolution made a fuck ton of money last week because he's the man. Why Wyoming? No rideshare there now. Some states require that you file paperwork and you go through red tape. So basically every market where there isn't any red tape to start is where they're going to launch the beta to see if the app even works. It's like everything else. It's a scam until proven otherwise. Exactly right. Dave the Uber slave in the house! It's good, but I could launch nationwide all at once. Even Uber started in one city. It's not like when Uber started. When Uber started, you could sign up for Uber and drive in any fucking state in the United States. Steve in the house! Where we go, one, we all go. Exactly. I'm a doubtful guy. You should be. That means you're smart. It's certainly not a scam. I don't know about that. Dave, if they start signing drivers up at $200 a pop and they don't actually build any infrastructure and then they quit, it's a scam. Tell the wife to set up shop. Okay. Tell the wife to set up shop in Vegas instead of Ohio. Yeah. It was a good meeting. Dave will back me up on this. They didn't pitch us, right, Dave? They didn't sit us down and say, you're going to be a millionaire. This is how much money you're going to make. They sat down, they answered questions, and we had a conversation. Yes, we brought that up. Dave actually fucking hounded the shit out of them. They said Uber and Lyft, there is no barrier to entry, but with this company, there will be. With Tryp, there's going to be a barrier to entry. It's $200. Read this, says the auto auction. Here, fish. So Randy, Uberman, Lyftman, Rideshare Automan is correct. It is the referral bonus is set up like an MLM. That is true. I said it on the stream. You must have not been there. They will not pay drivers bonuses for referring other drivers. That works like a multi-level marketing scheme 100%. He's right about that. They don't have money to pay referrals, or so they say. So instead of paying referrals, they're using a multi-level marketing or a pyramid scheme to compensate driver referrals. I think that's true. It's no lose situation. If they get up and running, worst case scenario is we try it for a month and they're out $200. Yeah. What Randy's referring to is that $200 a month can be waived if you sign up enough drivers, like a multi-level marketing. Sounds like Enron of rideshare. It might be. It might be. But I'm going to sign up and pay my $200 and I'll tell you guys my experience and see what happens. And if I get fucked at $200, well, at least you guys will know. It's run by people that are known for other MLMs. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not talking about that. Or the Madoff. Save your money, yo bum. Maybe. The CEO is Robert McNulty, so you can research his background. I know I will. Yeah, look, guys. If it's bullshit and I get scammed out of $200, I'll tell you guys. Save it for a hair transplant. Wah, wah, wah. I actually can't wait to go bald. Once I start working out again, I actually am not fat or as fat as I am now. I'm actually going to shave my head. I roast because I care. So legit, guys, I know you didn't know me when I was young. I had fucking beautiful hair when I was young. Thick, black as fucking coal, sexy hair. It was amazing. And then I turned 25, and it's all been downhill from there. It's all been down there from here. My hair is all gone. Not on your face. I mean, my hair's not all gone. It's just going. It's going the way of the dinosaur. Multi? What? Beard is whacked, dude. Oh, you cut your beard? I don't have my computer, guys. I'm not really watching YouTube right now. I don't have anything to watch except my phone. But my phone I'm mostly driving on. Oh. Guys. Do you recommend any dash cam? Man, you need to watch my videos. There are 2 dash cams to buy, unless you have lots of money. That's the N2 Pro and the Blackview 650. All right, man. If you want to know what my dash cam recommends, first I have 2 videos on it. Go into my other videos and look in the description. I'll have the links in there for you. I use the N2 Pro. Backseat driver in the house. Are you tired? I am tired. I've been driving fucking basically for 2 days straight. And now I gotta go home. Later, Dustin. See you later. I'll go watch all your videos, lol. That's fine. I have a couple videos on dash cams. Do Goober? No, Goober is not. I don't want to work for Uber. If Uber won't let me use their referral code, they can fuck off. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Fuck Uber, man. Uber's been abusing drivers for fucking too long. And I like Lyft anyway. I've always liked Lyft better. If I like Lyft better, I'm just gonna do it. You sound like me driving for 2 days straight. Yeah. Well, I'm in Contra Costa. Or I was in Contra Costa, and I drove down from Berkeley. It's a long way to drive. They should freeze all the codes. Well, they're going to maybe eventually. F3. Anyway. Referral professor would have a heart attack. So what? He's been using the auditory app. Fuck him. Yeah. You goddamn right. I don't. Look, I've been looking for an excuse not to use Uber anyway. To be honest. They sped up the process for me. Guys, this traffic is killing me. The LA traffic is not pretend. The LA traffic is for realsies. This traffic, guys, is fucking for realsies. So I don't know. Uber keeps losing money on me. Yeah? Uber just keeps losing money. On the 9th day of rideshare Christmas, my true love gave to me one dash cam camera and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, fuck this, dude. This is ridiculous. I got paid over $500. Nice. I don't drive LA from... Yeah, well, I don't have a fucking choice. I just left a goddamn meeting, and now I'm driving home to Pasadena. So it's like 50 miles, 50, and it's going to take me like 3 hours to drive 50 miles. I'll be really sad, guys. If this is a bullshit scam, I'm going to be so sad. I mean, it just... I don't know. I always do take... longer route. Yeah, I hear you there. I love D. Well, I get uncomfortable when people say that because my wife's name is Dorothy, but I call her D. So when people say that, I'm like, leave my wife alone. I know you'll love saying I told you so. But here's the thing. God, I fucking hate Uber. And I hate the way Uber treats drivers, man. God, rideshare driving is so fun. It's such a great business, and Uber ruined it in the last 3 years. Slowly over time, that's just getting worse and worse. So if we could get a company that's fair again, man, that would be amazing. So maybe I'm too hopeful. So what's the story with this SF market? The SF market is good if you can get bonuses. So only drive when they're offering bonuses. You can make a lot of money doing that. If Tryp gave you a corporate job, would you take it? Yes. Look, guys, I am cheap. If you want me to sell out for your product, I'm a cheap ass motherfucker. I will sell out in a second. I don't give a shit. You'd be surprised at how cheap I'd sell it for. My only condition is that I would have to be honest about it. So if Tryp offered me a corporate job, fuck yes, I would take it. I'll take their goddamn money in a second. Show me that check and put it in my account. Fuck yes. But my one condition is I would tell you I was doing that. Right? Calvin, what he did is he lied. And he didn't tell his people they was getting paid. Right? Until all the blowback. Uberman, well, his channel's rebranded, but Randy, who used to be Uberman, was honest from the beginning. If Uber came to me now after all the bullshit they did, and they gave me $5,000 to suck off the CEO on camera, I mean, $5,000 for my family is a lot of money. So, I mean, hey, you know, good on you if $5,000 is nothing to you. I would do it, but my condition would be that I would be honest with you. Uber paid too much for those videos. They got next to no views. Yes, that's true. But I would still do it. I would also ask legit questions. Like, what have you done about the sexual harassment problems at your company? You know, that kind of stuff. The questions they wouldn't want, and that's why they wouldn't ask me to do it. But I would take their money. I mean, business is business, son. But it's crazy that YouTubers got more info than their actual channels. Yeah. That's the thing. As long as you're honest, I'm fine, man. I'm fine with it. It's really bad when you take the money and you shell for a company, but then you don't admit you're doing it. That's not okay. But if Tryp is watching this, I'll take that money. You write me a check. I'll put it in the bank. If that shit clears and hits my bank account, then I'm working for Tryp. I'm going to tell you on YouTube channel, hey guys, guess what? Tryp paid me $5,000, and now I'm going to do a fluff piece for Tryp. But that way you know I'm being honest. Oh my God, hell yeah. Morals are for people who are rich and not hungry and dumbasses. That's what morals are for. If you can put food on your table, then you can have morals. But until you have enough money, you don't need to work anymore. You don't got bullshit. You got morals. You know, Russian Revolution or Rideshare Revolution would do the same thing on CEO or Uber. Maybe. I mean, here's the thing. Rideshare Revolution doesn't have a family. He doesn't have kids. So, if he's not making money, then it's just out of his pocket. He can't drink as much on his off days. If they offered me the CEO gig, they'd be high on meth. Yeah. So, he doesn't have to worry. I got fucking kids. You guys, if you don't have kids, you don't understand how fucking expensive kids are. So I gotta buy fucking cleats for soccer, but then different cleats for t-ball, because t-ball cleats and soccer cleats don't work. They're different things. Then I gotta buy fucking knee pads and baseball bats and fucking bags for all this shit and uniforms, and then fucking orange slices and Capri Suns for after practice and stuff. God damn, it's expensive. I immediately changed to no sex with the policy. Okay. Yeah, very expensive. Yeah. So, yeah, hell yeah. Uber, send me a check. I'll ask questions like, how did Uber become the most innovative company in the 21st century? Do you expect Uber to be the best company of all time or just a good company? Hey, YPD, been watching you a while on my TV now, on my computer. Oh, cool, thanks. Appreciate it. Who's that? Rideshare Boom in the house. You're the man, man. Thanks, West Coast. So the 2 north. Oh, okay. God damn it. I'm in this traffic. I got to get over a few lanes here. So give me a second, guys. Because I got to navigate this stop and go traffic to make the goddamn exit. Okay. Hold on. I'm not going anywhere. I just... Traffic. I got to go. Okay, so... Anyway... Guys, I think I'm going to let this stream go. Because I got to get home. And I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. This seems pretty good for a stream. So we'll talk more when I know more, right, guys? I'll talk to you later. Deuces.